All right, everyone. Welcome to SD1 Sports Big Ten channel. I'm Mark Rogers, the voice of college football. Please join me on my YouTube channel as well for college football coverage. We are running down the Big Ten in all 14 openers, and we stop at College Park, Maryland, where the Terps try to make it to postseason play this year, something that they failed to do. But we're very close at 5-7 with a couple of near misses. Hosting Howard, a 4-6 team from last season. This game will be broadcast on the Big Ten Network noon on Saturday. Let's start with the Bisons with 9 starters back on offense. They average 471 yards per game, so they're pretty potent, at least at their level. They're led by quarterback Kalen Newton, the son of Cam. 51% completion percentage, 22 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, so he's got to knock down the picks and become a little bit more accurate in the pass game. Howard also has their top running back in Dedrick Parsons, 706 yards and 9 touchdowns. All right, let's get to our focus. That's the Terps under Mike Locksley, Maryland's 4th head coach in 5 years. So that's difficult for the players to adjust to. Obviously, Michael Locksley grew up in the area. He knows the program. He's been an assistant coach, most recently in 2015, where he took over for Randy Edsall. He was the head coach for 6 games, went 1-5. Let's not look at the head coaching record for Mike Locksley because it is not pretty. Combined, the Maryland stop along with a longer tenure at New Mexico State, 3-31. All right. Locksley just named Josh Jackson the starting quarterback, the Virginia Tech transfer, and that would apparently be a smart decision based on Jackson's productivity in Blacksburg. 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a 60% completion percentage, a big kid, pro-style body, can run, can wing it. Maybe his consistency's not the best, but he's a very capable quarterback who led Virginia Tech to 10 wins his one starting season. The run game, though, is where Maryland starts. They've got elusive backs, power backs. They are loaded in the backfield, and it all starts with Anthony McFarland and his 1,034 yards. You've got Javon Leake averaging 9.1 yards per carry. It's only 34 attempts, but almost 10 yards per carry for Leake. This was the number 3 rushing offense in the Big Ten. So that's the offensive line doing its job as well, obviously, but that's really some explosive running backs led by McFarland, who was a top 3 running back coming out of high school, son of Booger. Top 3 running back coming out of high school, bypassed all the big programs and landed in College Park. But the offensive line also gave up 30 sacks last year, 4th most in the Big Ten. They've got 2 starters coming back. The wide receiver position, for as much as the running backs are fortified with depth and talent, wide receiver position has been depleted. The top 2 returning guys in terms of productivity caught 13 passes total. They would be senior DJ Turner and sophomore Dontre Denius. They do have a grad transfer coming in at tight end in Tyler Mabry, caught 27 passes last year, so they need all the help they can get in the passing game, and they'll get it possibly from Mabry. All right, the defense was much improved last year. Still not really good, ranked in the bottom 5 in most of the meaningful defensive statistics in the Big Ten as a unit. But for the first time since they entered the conference, they allowed less than 400 yards per game. And they got 4 starters coming back, so a lot to deal with here. The defensive line is the big concern because this defense was 11th in the Big Ten in rushing defense, and they lose the entire defensive line. Well, maybe the guys coming in will be a little bit better, but in terms of experience, they have none along the defensive front for the most part. Senior inside linebacker Isaiah Davis led the team with 96 tackles. He's back. Along with, it will be interesting to see the play of Keandre Jones and also Shaq Smith coming in from Ohio State and from Clemson. They couldn't get playing time at those big programs. They moved to Maryland. Again, that's Keandre Jones and Shaq Smith at linebacker. The defensive backs are pretty good. You got senior safety Antoine Brooks, who had 68 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss. And senior cornerback leads the way. Tino Ellis leads an experienced group of defensive backs. Just about everyone returns from 2018, and Ellis had 11 passes defensed last season. Big loss just in the last 7 to 10 days. Joker position guy Darrell Nachami tore his ACL, so he will miss 2019. Maryland doesn't need him in this first game, but of course there are tougher foes coming down the road, starting with Syracuse in week 2 as they visit College Park. But for week 1, it's a Terps win in a big way over Howard, 49-13. This is Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, right here at SC1 Sports Big Ten. If you love the Big Ten, lock it in right here. Subscribe, share the videos, comment, and of course, like each video as we deliver the best in college football coverage. We will see you next time with another preview from the Big Ten.